Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can see, we're in a little bit of a different setup today. I hope you guys like this setup. I'm actually filming in my living room. I usually film in the bedroom. So in case you didn't already know, I moved into this flat a few months ago. I'm still trying to figure out like where's best to film, where the lighting's best and all that kind of stuff. So let me know if you like this kind of setup. I'm really sorry if you can see like cars driving past. I tried to put a plant there to like cover it. But yeah, I'm sorry if that's distracting and I hope you can't hear them either. But anyways, as you can tell from the title, in today's video, I really wanted to try some new kind of gifts that I've got from brands. So as of recent, I've been very, very lucky and brands have kindly sent me quite a lot of new bits. So all of the products I'm going to be using in today's video are kind of PR. So they are all gifted. I'm not going to say like for every product, oh, it's gifted. So I'm just saying it right now at the beginning of the video. Basically, like 99% of all the products in this video are going to be gifted. However, this isn't a sponsored video. So I'm basically just going to sit down with you, chit chat while I do some makeup using the new products that I've received from brands. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Before we get into the actual video, I just really wanted to quickly show you guys my new watch. So this was actually gifted to me as well from a brand called Filppo Loreti. I believe I'm saying that correctly. So this is what the watch actually looks like. It's absolutely stunning. I just really wanted to show you in today's video. As you can see, it's actually gold and silver, so it's perfect for if you're someone like me who likes to mix their metals. I tend to wear, obviously my piercings are silver, and then I tend to wear kind of like gold necklaces, gold rings, all that type of stuff. So this is perfect for if you're like me and you like to mix your metals. Yeah, and I've just been non-stop wearing this since I've got it. I just love the square face of it. I think it looks very kind of vintage but also quite modern at the same time, so I think it's so beautiful. And yeah, the reason why I wanted to tell you is because I actually do have a discount code which I'm going to put on the screen now. I believe it's Maggie_now is 15, and that's going to get you, I believe, 15% off of Filppo Loreti watches and timepieces. So yeah, if you wanted to treat yourself to a new watch, make sure you use the code that's on the screen now and then you can save yourself some money. So I'm just going to get straight on into the makeup video now. Some of these products I have actually tried like once or twice before, and others are literally still in their box, brand new. I've never tried them. Okay, as usual, I have already prepped my skin. I've just moisturized and put my SPF on, so I'm going to go straight into foundation. I actually didn't bring a primer to use for today's video. I don't really know why, because I do actually have new primers to use, but I don't always use primer anyway, so I'm just going to skip that step. So I'm going to go straight on into foundation. The foundation that I'm going to use is the Catrice Clean ID High Coverage Luminous Matte Foundation. So this is in the shade 010, and I have actually tried this once or twice before. I'm actually not too sure if this product is a new product from Catrice or it's just one of their kind of normal ranges, but I haven't really tried much from them before, but I'm really impressed with this foundation. So as I said, I have used it a couple of times already, and the couple of times that I have used it, I've been really enjoying the way it's looked on my skin. Let me zoom in a bit. As you can see, it gives really good coverage. It's actually a really, really good colour for me as well, and it just gives you kind of like, well, it does dry down a little bit more, but it gives you this really nice kind of luminous finish, which I love. Okay, so that's what the foundation looks like all applied. As you can see, it's a really, really good match for me, and it's just given me a nice flawless base to work with, but it's not too high coverage where I look cakey. So I really actually like that foundation. I'm not too sure on Catrice's price points, but I feel like they're a very, very inexpensive brand. So for a kind of more inexpensive foundation, this one is really, really good. So for concealer, I'm actually going to be using this new Laura Mercier. This is a Secret Camouflage Brighten and Correct Duo. This was sent to me quite a few weeks back now, but it is a new product and I have used it a few times before, but I'm not really too sure in my kind of final thoughts on it and opinion on it just yet, so I wanted to use it again in today's video. So on one end of this concealer stick, you are supposed to have a kind of corrector, I believe, and on the other end there is a brightener. However, I personally feel like the colours look exactly the same, like there is really, let me swatch them. Okay, maybe on the corrector side it is slightly more peachy than the brightening side, but realistically I just feel like you don't really need the two, so I don't really understand. Like I basically just go in with the brightening side and call it a day. I don't bother doing both. I think you're supposed to do one kind of on top of the other. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this where I get my darkness, which is just under here, and I'm just going to actually tap this in with my finger because this product is quite thick. Like she is thick. This is like a cream product, so I feel like the warmth of your finger will help to blend it in a little bit. If anyone is familiar with the Secret Camouflage sort of double pan concealer that Laura Mercier do, this is essentially the same as that, but in a stick form. And for me personally, it's just a little bit too heavy for under the eyes. I feel like, well, maybe I should have used less, but yeah, this feels very kind of heavy under my eyes. Okay, I am actually just going to go in with my beauty blender just to kind of press it in a little bit more. Yeah, so just coming up close so you can see that concealer. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is rather heavy, and I tend to get quite bad creasing under my eyes, and I feel like this is going to crease really, really badly. I'm actually doing my makeup today to go out. Like, I actually want to wear my makeup today, whereas usually I just wash it straight off. So it'll be interesting to see how long this actually lasts under my eyes before it gets really creasy and crepey. I'm definitely gonna check that. I'll let you know in the description box below. So as of recently, I've been really enjoying using kind of more cream products on my face, like cream bronzer, cream blusher, all of that kind of stuff. But weirdly enough, I've been sent a load of kind of powder products recently, like powder bronzers, powder blushes. So I'm actually going to powder my face at this point and just use the powder products, even though that's not what I've been doing. But I feel like today we can definitely go a little bit more kind of on the matte side. And as I do want my makeup to last today, it might be a good idea anyway. So I'm just going to tap out any creases, and I'm actually going to go in with the HMB Cosmetics translucent powder. They did actually send me a PR package, which is just blows my mind because I've watched Holly Boone's content for so long now, and to think that her brand is now sending me PR is just crazy. Like, I literally can't believe it. But yeah, she did actually send me a new one of these powders, but I have already got one open, so I thought it's kind of like a new PR product, but I do already kind of have it. So yeah, this is probably the only product in this whole video that isn't going to be like a brand new PR product that I haven't tried. I'm just going to use that to set under my eyes. I really do love this powder. I'm basically just going to lightly set everywhere because, to be honest, this powder isn't really that heavy anyway, so it shouldn't make me look too like cakey or anything. Okay, so now we are all kind of powdered, I actually have such a beautiful PR package to show you, and this is going to be kind of the next step that I'm going to do in the routine as well. So this is from Juvia's Place. As you can see, the packaging of this is unreal. When I first received it, it just reminded me of like a box of chocolates or something because it's just so beautiful. I love the colours, and anyway, it's just amazing. So inside, if I can actually hold it up without dropping everything out, we have some beautiful products in here. So we have an eyeshadow palette, 3 of their new kind of bronzer palettes in light, tan and medium, and then we also have some lovely lip products here with a lip liner as well. I have already tried the bronzer in the light shade of this just once on my Instagram just to see how the formula was, because I've never actually tried Juvia's Place products before and I was very impressed. I think I will be giving away the other 2 palettes just purely because they don't really suit my skin tone, and I'm obviously quite fair, so the light one will be fine for me. But yeah, I'm super excited to try these out a little bit more because I've heard so many good things about Juvia's Place, and for whatever reason I've just never really got around to trying them that much. So yeah, I'm definitely going to try them again in today's video. So this is what the palette looks like. So you get 2 kind of colours inside. I feel like the top one would be perfect for contour and the bottom one is a little bit more of a bronzer shade, but I'm just going to kind of mix the 2 together and just put it in the normal bronzy spots that I do. So let me zoom you back in. I thought I better zoom you out because that box is huge. So I'm just going to take my Anastasia brush, and like I said, I'm just going to mix the 2 shades together, and I'm just going to sort of apply that just above the hollows of my cheeks. When I tried this the other day, I thought it would be like incredibly pigmented, just because that's, I feel like, what I've heard from Juvia's Place in the past, like they're incredibly pigmented. But actually it's a really beautiful kind of buildable formula, like it doesn't go on too much, and yeah, you can just build it up. That's a really lovely colour for me as well, isn't it? So I'm also just taking this kind of on my forehead as well, just to kind of bronze that up a little bit. So I did just want to quickly say that sorry I've been so MIA recently on YouTube. I know I haven't posted a video for about 2 weeks now, or maybe even longer. I just have been recently feeling like I'm not really enjoying filming YouTube content so much. For those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, you won't know, but I am very active over on Instagram. I film videos for Instagram every single day. I post on there every single day, and I feel like I'm just enjoying it so much more than YouTube at the moment, and it goes hand in hand with the fact that my YouTube isn't really doing that well at the moment. Like, I'm not really getting sort of that many views on my videos. I feel like people aren't really interested in watching my videos on YouTube as much as they are on Instagram, so that's why I'm kind of focusing my energy over on IG. I do actually have a little bit of a dilemma though, because I do really want to start vlogging on my YouTube channel. However, I don't have a vlogging camera. I only have my big chunky camera that I'm filming on now, which is not appropriate for vlogging at all. And I don't want to film vlogs on my phone because I feel like the quality will just be not up to kind of like my standard. So I'm like, do I buy a vlogging camera and start vlogging and invest in that, and will that do well? Like, do you guys want to see vlogs, is I guess where I'm getting at. Would you guys enjoy watching kind of daily vlogs, weekly vlogs, you know, all of that kind of stuff? Or is that not something that you would really want to see on this channel? I don't know. I'm kind of umming and ahhing whether I should invest in a camera and start doing it, because I don't know whether you guys are going to even watch them or enjoy them. So yeah, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. Okay, I'm going to move on now to blush, and this is from Colourpop. This is the Super Shock blush in the shade Chiffon. I've tried these Super Shock blushes before and they're nice. They're really, really nice formula. They're quite glowy, quite sort of shimmery. So I do really like a shimmery blush, and I feel like this colour looks really beautiful. It almost kind of has like, it's pink, but it has like a shift of gold and orange. So when you turn it, it kind of looks different colours. So we will see how this looks. This might look a bit kind of too much for like every day, but okay, so I'm just going to use the same brush and I'm just going to, I kind of feel like sometimes with these Super Shock blushes, they don't really like attach to your brush very well. Does anyone else find that? Wow, that is very glowy. Okay, that is more to me like a highlighter as opposed to a blush. Like, I feel like I wouldn't ever use that as a blush, but here we are. Okay, if I'm being completely honest, that product isn't my favourite. I feel like it just kind of is very sheer, but almost just gives me a little bit of a pinky, kind of goldy glow, which is fine, but I wanted more of a kind of, you know, a base to it, like a pink base, and it's just kind of almost like a highlighter. I would say if you've got more dark skin, that would work really, really well for you as literally just a highlighter, but for me, I probably wouldn't use that one again. Yeah, it's just not really my cup of tea, unfortunately. I was actually going to use the new Colourpop Barbie Malibu highlighter. This is a Super Shock highlighter as well. It's literally huge. I don't know how I would ever finish this. It's literally massive, but I feel like I don't really need more highlight because that blush is literally so glowy, but I'm just gonna put it on anyway, just because I wanted you guys to be able to see this highlighter. It's actually really beautiful. It's quite sort of chunky, so if you don't like too much glitter, then you probably wouldn't like this, but this is a really beautiful kind of, you know, more intense highlighter if you like that kind of thing. Okay, so for eyes, I actually pulled out the brand new Colourpop. This is one of their big palettes, and this is the Your Golden palette. It is absolutely stunning. I have used it a couple of times before because I actually did a Colourpop video with this palette for my Instagram. However, I've just realised that there is obviously as well a palette in the Juvia's Place PR package, which I haven't actually used yet. So as you can see, you get these 6 beautiful shades in here, and I've never tried Juvia's Place eyeshadow, so I'm like, I'm in orange. I did kind of want to use this today, but I have used this one before. It's so beautiful though. It's got some really beautiful kind of neutral tones in there, like very wearable, and then you've also got some pops of colour, but I think I am going to use the Juvia's Place just purely because I haven't used this one yet. If you guys wanted to see this one in another video, just let me know and I can try and film that for you. I think I'm probably going to stick to this kind of top row where it's a little bit more neutral. I'm going to go in with this shade all over my lid first, I think. I don't want to do anything too dramatic, too crazy today because, as I said, I want to keep my makeup on today. I'm actually going to try and take some Instagram pictures today, so I kind of want my makeup to look a little bit more on the natural kind of everyday going out style, if that makes sense. One thing that I do really love doing with my eyes when I don't know what to do is just literally putting on a matte kind of colour all over my lid and then just blending it out, and then maybe adding a little bit more of a darker colour on the outer corner, and I just feel like every time it looks really good, and it's obviously not that hard to do. So I feel like that's what I want to do today and just keep it really simple, very easy, but it will also let me see sort of how good the eyeshadows are as well. As you can see, the pigment of that one is absolutely unreal. I did have quite high expectations anyway because I've heard such good things, but this, yeah, this is definitely meeting my expectations. Right, so I just kind of blended that out along the top, and I've also just dragged the tiniest little bit underneath my lash line, only because as I predicted, that concealer has creased rather badly in my big crack that I have under my eyes. So I just thought, as opposed to just putting like loads more powder on top of that, I may as well just cover it with some eyeshadow. So yeah, that is what I've done, but that is literally just one shade all over my eye. I'm probably just going to quickly do the other one off camera and then come back and sort of finish it up. Okay, so I've just done the same to both eyes, which is obviously just apply that matte shade all over the lid and blend it. And now I'm going to go in with the darkest shade in the palette, which is this shade here. It's a really beautiful kind of chocolatey orangey brown, and I'm just going to take this on a slightly smaller brush and just apply that on my outer corner, just to kind of give the eye a little bit of definition. I don't want this eye look to be too crazy, and I am going to probably do a winged liner anyway. I just feel like this will bring the look a little bit more to life. I'm really sorry if you can hear drilling. I don't know who's drilling, it's so rude. These eyeshadows though are blending so beautifully. I feel like in the camera they actually weirdly look a little bit patchy, but in real life they look seamless, so I'm a bit confused as to why they look a little bit patchy in the camera, but I promise you they are beautiful in real life. So yeah, I've literally just applied the tiniest amount, like you probably can't even really see it. Maybe I should go in with a tiny bit more, but like I said, I don't want this look to be too crazy. Okay, I'm actually now just going to add a winged liner. This isn't a new product, again, sorry, this is another one of the products that isn't like a new and gifted product. This is just my trusty Sensia eyeliner. So I'm just going to do a quick wing. So I'm actually just going to dip into the Colourpop Big Palette. I'm just going to take this shade here, which is basically just a really kind of pale white / champagne shade, because there isn't anything too light in the Juvia's Place palette. And I'm just going to put this in my inner corners. I love an inner corner highlight. I feel like sometimes I forget to do it, and then I get to the end of the makeup and something just doesn't look right. I feel like inner corner highlight just makes so much difference. Okay, I'm actually going to come back to eyes and do like mascara and lashes and stuff in a second, because I really want to just do my brows first. Sometimes I find that my lashes kind of get in the way if I do them before my brows. So I'm just going to quickly do my brows. And for this, I'm going to use the Benefit Brow Styler. I've got it upside down. This is the correct way. I've actually never used this product before, and I just took it out of the packet a minute ago, and it looks rather strange, should I say. So this is what the product looks like. So in the bottom you get this kind of weird doe for applicator kind of deal, and I assume that this is just to fill in the kind of bulk of your brows, and then at the top you kind of get this sort of slightly angled brow pencil. I don't think I'm going to use the bottom of this, just because I don't like that look of my brows looking too blocky. So I think I'm just going to go in with this kind of top bit here. I have this in the shade 4, by the way. So I'm just going to really quickly brush through my brows. Just going to take this and just kind of draw in like almost like little hair strokes. I feel like I'm really late to the game when it comes to Benefit Brow products, because I only literally started kind of using them when they sent me this PR package like a few weeks back, and I've been using the Precisely My Brow, which I do really like. It's a really lovely product. Okay, so once I've got the bulk of the product down, I'm just going to go in with that spoolie again and just really kind of brush that through and make sure it's nice and blended. That was pretty easy and quick actually. I do quite like that. It looks quite natural as well, nothing too harsh. I feel like if you use the other side, then you might have a different story, but yeah, I really liked that kind of pointed like end to it. It was actually really good. For brow gel, I'm going to be using the new one from Colourpop. By the way, they just started drilling very loudly outside. I'm really hoping you can't hear that, but I'm 100% sure that you can. Anyway, let's carry on. So this is the Colourpop Clear Brow Gel. As far as I'm aware, they used to have this before and then they brought it back due to high demand. I personally really like it. It's not as strong hold as my Beauty Crop BFF Brow Gel, which I always rave about. That one is so strong hold, but this one is really nice, and I do like the way it makes my brows look. Okay, so my brows are done. They're looking quite full but quite fluffy, which is fine. I'm now going to go in with some mascara. So I'm going to go in with the Ciate Wonderwand mascara, which comes in this beautiful kind of rose gold shiny packaging. I've actually never used this before, never tried it. Oh, the packaging is so nice. It's giving me like Too Faced Better Than Sex vibes, but it's really beautiful, this packaging. So let's see what the brush is like. Okay, so the brush is kind of like a big boy, and it's a kind of hair one. It's not like a plasticky one. At the moment, I've actually been preferring kind of like a plasticky brush. I kind of feel like it grabs the lashes a bit better usually, but we'll see how this one is. I did already curl my lashes as well, just so that you know. Okay, so it's definitely adding a lot of length to my lashes, not so much volume. I feel like it's quite hard though to talk about a mascara and how you find it when you first kind of open it. I feel like mascaras need like a few weeks to kind of dry out just slightly before they become good. So I'll definitely test this, you know, again so that it reaches its full potential. But actually that looks really, really nice on my lashes. Have been using an eyelash serum recently for a brand called Eye Glow, and yeah, I feel like it's working. It's definitely made my lashes a little bit longer. Okay, so now for lashes, I'm going to be going in with these ones from Sheen Cosmetics, and these are the luxury lashes in SL7. As per usual, I'm going to cut them in half because I don't like wearing full lash. I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to stick the inner corner on the outer corner of my eyes. So yeah. Okay, so I've just cut my lashes in half, and I've used the Huda Beauty dark lash glue to apply to the band, and I'm just going to wait a couple seconds for that to dry and apply them on. So I'm just going to kind of look down into my mirror and apply that. Just kind of hold it there for a few seconds and then release, and then I like to just leave it, let it kind of dry, and then I'll go back in, I'll press it down, and then I'll apply more mascara. Okay, so I did recently get sent some new lip liners from Colourpop, but I've actually got so many lip liners from Colourpop already, so I've decided that instead of using them in today's video, I just want to give them away to some of you guys for a giveaway, maybe over on my Instagram. So instead I'm just going to use my NYX, this is the lip pencil in the shade Nude Beige, just to slightly overline the centre of my lips. This drilling is actually annoying me now. I'm really hoping that you can't hear that on the video, but if you can, I'm so sorry. So for lip products, as I mentioned earlier, HMV Cosmetics actually sent me some bits, and they sent me their new lip glosses, which I was actually going to buy. Like, I saw these on the Instagram and I wanted them so badly. So I'm so lucky that I got sent them. The shade that I really, really want to use is the shade 1111, I believe. Yes. And it looks like this. So it's basically just a really beautiful kind of shimmery lip gloss. I haven't used this yet and I'm so excited to use it. So yeah, I'm not going to put on any lipstick. I'm literally just going to use this today. Oh, I'm already obsessed. Oh wow. Okay, well that's officially my new favourite lip gloss. That is actually unreal. The formula of this really, really reminds me, kind of just first impressions, of the Fenty Gloss Bombs. It just glides on the lips, feels so glossy, so hydrating, but not sticky. And it's got a really beautiful kind of shimmer running through it as well. Oh my gosh, this drilling! Just to kind of finish me off, I'm just going to go in with the Benefit, the porefessional Super Set Spray. I've had this for a while now, but I'm just going to use it in today's video again. So I'm just going to give that a second to dry. But that is pretty much the completed finished look and video, guys. So yeah, I hope you really, really enjoyed it. I really loved trying out some new products. It was super fun. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. That would be absolutely amazing. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.